Hi, hello, welcome to our education, our thoughts. So, this is the third video of the parts of speech. In this, let us cover these three: prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Okay, in this video, if you complete these three, so all the 8 parts of speech along with the articles will be completed. So these are the very important to learn English. So every sentence composed of these parts of speech of 8 parts of speech, including all these. According to that, then only we can express our ideas while having this knowledge of these parts of speech. Okay, now let us come to our main class, the prepositions. What are those prepositions? Let us see. In this sentence, let us see some of the examples like the duster is on the table. Ramesh goes to temple on Saturdays. On every Saturdays, let us write. Saturday. Raja brings chocolates for his daughter. In this sentence, you see here the duster. What is this? Duster is a noun, and Ramesh is also a noun, and Raja is also a noun. So these nouns are so location here. If you observe that the table also a noun. So this is the direct object. So what is this? Duster is, where is it? On the table. What is it denoting? The location. So the duster is, the table means we can't say, that is meaningless. So when we use this on word, so it gives the perfect meaning, that location, that duster is on the table. So here also, the Ramesh goes to temple. Ramesh goes temple. We can't know that. Where he going? Where is he going here? So that means to temple. You see here, temple is also a noun. On every Saturday. So here you observe here that is table is the location and temple is somehow the direction or place. On every Saturday is time. So we can understand here. For here also, Raja brings chocolates for his daughter. So for. So all these actually they are coming in front of the daughter is a noun. Otherwise, we can say that he. or she. So we can say he or she teaches grammar to whom ఎవరికి అనేటువంటి దాన్ని చూసినట్లయితే grammar to his or her students. Here you see he, what is he pronoun? So that means we can use the common nouns or pronouns or any noun. So and also here we can understand here his or students is a common noun. So that these prepositions come before the nouns or pronouns. So in the sentence we can understand here. So it is mainly to denote that time or location or place or things like that we can say. So without these become meaningless. So these are the prepositions. Now you see pre means before. Position, where is that position here? The noun or pronouns or phrases like that. So what is this? Preposition is a word. Preposition is a word used to denote the location or position or time or direction, etc. Like this. So generally these can be used, usually these come before or in front of the noun. In front of the noun or pronoun, whatever it is. Even here of also, the noun is the noun itself and of is also a preposition. So like that we can use these prepositions. Generally they say that location or position or time or direction. So like that these are useful, very useful. Then only we can understand, isn't it? You, for example, time is there. You must come by tomorrow. Here you understand here, tomorrow is the noun. In front of that noun, this word came here, by. So by means, by tomorrow means you must come before the tomorrow, isn't it? So like that, this before or by denotes that the time, isn't it? So in this to the temple denotes the direction, or on the table denotes the location or position. So for example, another example, if you see that what is that? They live in Mumbai. That means this Mumbai is a noun. So live in, isn't it? So you come at 9 o'clock a.m. That means in the morning. So come at. This is also denoting that time. At, in. In also denotes that place and time. So this is a preposition. If you go deep into that, so in our further classes, we can see deeply. Is it clear to you? So what is a preposition? Preposition, a word used to denote the location, position, time, direction. So these usually use in front of the nouns. They come in front of the nouns like this, isn't it? Here and here and here. So here, all these. So these are, there are different types of, so many are there. So if you see that the examples of them also, in, are, yet, by, of, up. So up, down, these come under the direction. I climbed up a tree. So climbed up a tree. Climbed up it, giving that somehow meaningful. Climbed up a tree like that. Up, down, beneath. The cat is sleeping under the bed. So under means that is preposition. Under the bed. Bed is the noun. And before that under came. That under denotes that preposition. Is it clear? So there are so many examples are there. So if you go through that any context, you can see these prepositions. Now let us see another thing, that is conjunction. What is that? Conjunction. In this, Shyam and Sai are good friends. You see here. They eat idli or chapati every morning. Idli or, let us write like this, idli or chapati every morning. Shyam likes to Shyam likes to go to school, but Sai likes to go to playground. In this, if you see that, so the and in this idli or chapati, or in this but. So if you observe here, we can see these Shyam and Sai. You see here, what are these nouns? These are also here, they are linking these two nouns or two pronouns or two phrases in a sentence, like idli or chapati. You see here, these are also two nouns, and here also linking that idli or chapati, either one, only one. That means they like to eat idli or chapati only, not two. So idli or chapati. And here but is also there. You see here. Whenever that is, he likes but he dislikes. He dislikes to go to school. So that means one is positive sentence. So that is one sentence is there. So when we use that but, that gives the negative meaning. Not only here positive. So for example, he doesn't like. For example, Sham doesn't like go to school, but Sai likes go to school. Here also we can say like that. So the but is used. So before the sentence, what is there before but? That means so this is the next sentence will be the opposite to the negative. So here it is negative. Then what is the negative of negative? That is positive. So comes like that. If it is a positive sentence, so after but we use that negative also. So these we are linking. Many are there. For example, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So you see here, when collectively, when we say that the number like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, there are 7. But while saying that the last but not one, so then we add that and. So all these, what do you call? They are joining the nouns. So that is a conjunction. What is that? A conjunction. So conjunction is the word. What is this? This is the word. Conjunction is a word used to join the nouns, pronouns, or phrases. Understand? So these are the examples. And, or, but, even question words also come there. That like who. For example, how can we say that who? He is the one who I met last night. In this who also joining these two clauses. This is clauses. So in this also clauses, even phrases and clauses. So these are the conjunctions who are linkers. We can say simply linkers also. There are so many. So if you observe that all these, what are those? Generally, and came now, but came now, or came now, isn't it? Who, as well as well as. So like that there are so many examples. So these conjunctions, what does it do? It joins the two nouns or pronouns or phrases or clauses like. It gives extra information again, isn't it? So like that these conjunctions will be there. And finally let us see that interjections. So these actually cannot be seen in the grammar, especially these denotes that emotions like. What is that? Emotions. Mainly, what are these? Emotions. For example, whenever you see that a wonderful or beautiful scenery in the sky, then we can automatically express it like wow. So that wow gives that. What do you understand here? Wow means that gives that a pleasureful moment, like feeling. So these feelings and emotions, isn't it? Even feelings, emotions means even in the happy moments or sad moments, like, isn't it, worrying. So all these also come under that so many interjections. These interjections generally completes with a exclamatory mark or sometimes a question mark. Understand? So now see that. So interjections. What are interjections? Interjections are the feelings. These are the words used to express feelings or emotions, etc. So these mainly end with the exclamatory mainly, and sometimes we can see even a question mark also. For example, in this, if you see that there are so many examples. Is an emotion. For example, alas. Alas means while saying that this is some, what is that? The sadistic moment, like what you call worrying feeling. So when we feel that somehow painful, that automatically we say alas, abba, Sometimes we can see even in a context also. In the SMSs, like we can see these kind of short words like We're saying that so we say like that. So many are there, like, isn't it? So yeah, simply we can call yeah also. So all these come under the interjections. Wow, there are so many. We can say wow, there are so many expressions. That means there are so many expressions, of course, while using it, so it will exaggerate. It becomes an exaggeration that we will emphasize, we enhance that to the feeling also. So all these the parts of speech. Okay, these when we come to that in the classes, like we can see so many words also. You can observe here. These interjections are the feelings or emotions, and these end with this exclamatory marks. Even question words also come under in this. There are so many conjunctions and prepositions also. So until this before this class we have completed that what are those noun, pronoun, adjective, articles, next prepositions, conjunctions, interjections, isn't it? Adverb, all this we have completed. This is the last and final topic of that parts of speech. In our next class, let us see that mainly let us focus on spoken English. That who are watching these videos also, they will come to know. So the way of speaking, and it becomes very easy to speak. But remember, whenever you speak, then only you can get that knowledge how to speak. Even without practicing, without listening, only listening only means it doesn't help you. So that whenever you speak, whenever you want to speak English, so we have to know that some basic rules. So in our next classes, let us see all these, and I hope you understand it very well. And I say one thing, whenever you want to learn something about the English, our channel is very much helpful to you, so that you get subscribed in our channel, our education, our thoughts. So automatically you will come to know that even on these topics also, rhymes and all those things, to remember it easily, we are preparing all those rhymes also by our own. So if you encourage us by subscribing or giving some valuable suggestions, so we will do more videos which are very much helpful to all the basic level of students, isn't it? So this is the class today. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe our education, our thoughts. Thank you.